Alright, now that that's done, I can go make the stuff. Oh, there's a Colossus one. I've been trying to change the Ranger build, but I could put that one up now. There's some things that I'd like to do with the Ranger build, but I don't think I'm gonna have a
Manual mode
chance.
engaged. Adjust amount of solution to match cartridge capacity.
Um... Got it. Oh shit. Oh, hang on. Second. No, 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 no. I need to do this. I mean, I may have made a small mistake. Gotta do that. And then, I'm gonna do that. That. And, swap those. That wouldn't make sense. Okay, now I've just taken the juice and I've separated it. I'll just pour that juice back in. I need to pour... Actually, I got it. I got it. Gotta do that. About half the juice. Get another half the juice. Half the juice. Told y'all I had it. I like how this is supposed to be a super precise lab and it's like fucking like play buttons that you would see on like a child's fucking game set. Nice, real fucking classy umbrella. I do think after Resident Evil tonight, we're probably gonna switch to some Apex. I gotta get that Apex bounty done. That is an easy mode bounty, and it would be pretty dumb to not do it.
Who left the freezer open?
You're not getting up. Other people claiming BioWare is being shut down because people are stupid.
Cooling sequence in progress. Cooling complete.
I mean, honestly, even if Anthem doesn't end up being successful in the long run, EA has like equal parts blame. Like the biggest, I would say the biggest snafu to Anthem, I mean all the bugs and shit aside, was the whole early access launch thing. Because if they had just, I feel that if they had waited and they had launched the game on day one with the day one patch, I think there would have been a lot less bitching. Because while there are still bugs, the day one patch addressed a lot of shit. It addressed the massive fucking disconnects. It addressed the infinite load screens. It addressed all that bullshit that people were like, this is fucking garbage. But EA forced them to put a version of it, an older version out, to have something a week early. Well, that brings us to where we are now. Once they get their loot situation sorted out, though, I think it'll be good. You just had to lube the boy up.
That did the trick.
That did the trick.
Warning. You have dispersed a dangerous solution without authorization.
Okay.
Your actions have been logged, and you may be subject to disciplinary measures.
Okay. Motherfucker! Why are you here? I'm so tired of you, X. I knew it, man. Did I need to? No, it's just an inbox. Like, he's gonna follow me down here, ain't he? Surprise! Here I am! You guessed right! Fucking stupid ass Mr. X. Apparently EA isn't the one contemplating it. BioWare is considering shutting themselves down because of the hate they are getting for no reason. I don't know where you're hearing that from, but that honestly sounds like a bunch of bullshit. I don't believe that. Damn, I can't. It won't let me get rid of those. Well, so I have to keep them stored. Yeah, I don't know who is saying this, but I'm gonna have to call. That's a little bullshit. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a little bullshit. Yeah, the one saving grace is it seems like X is kind of slow and derpy this time around. Though the thing that's annoying is if Leon, like, alright, one, why can't I just like close the bridge and then be like, fuck you? AWS. Nope, barely off. That was the movie from before. X doesn't show up here for Claire.
We're going in.
Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly.
You think I didn't know you were coming? This is my life's work. I'm not handing over anything.
We have our orders, Dr. Birkin. I'll ask you one more time. Hold your fire!
I'm gonna skip this. I've seen it. There we go. Skip.
So those were G samples.
Yes, X certainly does have a hard-on for me. Why is it not letting me? Because of that, probably. Bum, 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 bum. Combine that and make some mag ammo in a bit. Or dreamed about X chasing me? No. Why does this feel like a boss fight's about to happen? Nope, guess the game's gonna follow same as the other, so I'm probably safe here for a brief moment. We got that. Find those for the mag. Take that out and combine it. Let's see. Mm-hmm. I need you to discard. Combat knives for days. 2 grenades. Flamethrower. Mag ammo. Alright, that's 8 bullets, 16. Yeah, why not? Let's bring that guy along. Just because I remember, this is basically it. Like, I get the sample and then, that's that.
Huh.
He's like, "Is this it? That was easy. Let me put it in my pocket."
All right, now back to Ada.
I just had to just walk over up and grab it. That was super easy.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown.
Okay, into the boss fight we go, and I have like 25 saves less than my Claire playthrough. It's pretty good, right, guys?
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence.
Really? It's the same boss fight? I figured I would like fight X or something instead.
He's mine. This has to end.
What the hell's going on?
Sorry, William. Left me no choice.
Homeboy Gilly. Just an horrible moment that this man spits cause he doggo.
Oh,
Call
okay.
this
Love
thing William.
Yossi B. Keep it fresh,
Why?
yeah, boy Gillard.
It shouldn't have been like this.
Attention, unauthorized removal.
It's Umbrella's fault, this whole mess.
You're Umbrella too. You're telling me you weren't involved in this?
Yes. But we never meant for this to happen.
Then tell me everything. Right from the start.
You don't get away that easily.
Good God, William. What have you done?
So you made this monster.
We made the G-Virus, but we never intended
You can
this
spin it any way you want. You're still responsible.
William wants snoo snoo.
What the hell? Oh, shit. What are you doing?
We can't let him get away!
All right. We end this here.
Man, I really figured there would be a separate fight. Burn, baby, burn. It's a disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Burn the tyrant down. Burn, 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 baby, burn. Disco inferno, yeah. Oh, there goes that eye. Oh, there goes that eye. Oh, come on. Show me your eye in the back. Show me the eye in the back. Oh, oh, where you going? Oh, too slow. Burn it up again. He's like, fuck, I'm on fire. Oh. Oh no! I cannot get your back eye. Wait, am I dead? Oh. Dude, that's so bull! He was getting fucking clapped. Did you like any of the Resident Evil movies? I liked all of them, dude. The Resident Evil movies were my jam. I love all those movies. When are you gonna play the next Borderlands? I mean, like Borderlands 3? Yeah, obviously. I don't know why y'all ask like the most obvious questions sometimes. Like, Cowboy, are you gonna play Sekiro? Like, what do you fucking think, man? Come on. Cowboy, do you like to drink coffee and then take a shit in the morning? Cowboy, do you think birds fly through the sky because they have to? Wait. Oh, that's the wrong gun. That's the wrong damn gun. Yeah, Cowboy, how do you feel about marrying Pink? Like, no, common sense questions. Cowboy, do you like playing video games? I don't know how the fuck you're not dead yet, but you are one resilient fucker. That much is certain. Ooh, okay, okay. Calm down. Come on, show me a new eye to hit. No. Oh. This is gonna hurt. Clippity clapped.
Target has been neutralized. Ending quarantine. Attention.
I mean, there's loot, but it doesn't. This might be useful if Mr. X shows up.
Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown.
Yeah, that was an easy clap for sure.
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a service level is now operational.
Yeah. I know, but I need to go get the stuff.
Self-destruct sequence
Stuff all over the place, you know.
will begin when lockdown.
Because if Mr. X shows back up, I'm dumping 200 rounds of flamethrower into his face. I don't care if you can't kill him. In the least, he is gonna be one Freddy Krueger-looking motherfucker when I'm done with him.
Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Facility lockdown initiated. Self-destruct sequence will begin when lockdown is complete. Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level.
Jesus. That looks bad.
Feels worse. Believe me.
Talk about what you said. I don't know how much I believe.
Just tell me you'll destroy that G sample.
No, it's evidence. It's going to the FBI.
She's like, you dumbass kid.
Trust that bitch.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's not FBI. She's a mercenary. She's gonna sell it. The G-virus is gonna go to the highest bidder.
Bullshit.
I hope you're right.
She kissed me. She wouldn't lie.
But if the G-virus gets into the wrong hands...
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Self-destruct.
She didn't even give me her hold up, give me your level 4 bracelet, lady. Man, what about the level 4 bracelet?
Attention. Unauthorized removal of a level 4 virus detected. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Was there a save in here? There wasn't. Bum. Might as well take it. Not like it really matters at this point.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
Oh, she's gonna hack it. That's a crazy device.
I was just thinking about you.
That makes 2 of us. I was getting worried.
No, we make a good team. I gotta ask you something.
Way's clear. Please, tell me you got it.
Oh, I got it.
Let me verify the G sample and we get the hell out of here.
Before we do that, I ran into Annette. She claims you're not FBI.
Oh, Leon. Why couldn't you just hand over the sample?
Because I realized, as much as I wanted to trust you, I didn't.
I really hoped it wouldn't end up like this.
So that's all this was. I was just some pawn to you,
Look, I'm just doing my job.
and I'm doing mine, so drop that damn gun! I'm taking you in.
Hand over the sample, Leon. I don't want to hurt you.
Can you shoot me? But I don't think you can.
There goes the virus.
No one gets that sample now. Hold on. I think I can. Forget it.
Shut up, I've got you.
It's not worth it.
Don't do this.
Take care of yourself, Leon.
No!
Ada Wong! Like tighten up the thing on my chair, the like armrest thing. Doesn't she make a comeback in one of the other games? I thought she does.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform.
4?
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the
So I'm guessing it's explained how she survived the fall.
bottom level train platform.
I'll look it up after I'm done.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. 9 minutes until detonation.
What's that? Claire!
Leon? You're down here too!
Yeah, but the whole place is coming down. Listen to me. You need to get out. Fast.
Yeah. There's a way out.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum,
We can make it.
bum, bum, bum.
Where are you now?
Claire, are you still there?
Leon? Hey, Leon, you're breaking up.
Forget about me. Just get out of here. Damn it.
Attention. Self-destruct sequence.
Well, throw out the old shitty knife and take the brand new knife. I don't need 2 knives. I also don't need all these fucking meds. 4 full heals. There's I mean, I know Mr. X has to show up at least one more time. Because otherwise it just wouldn't make sense, you know. Has anyone in chat tried to flamethrower Mr. X to death?
8 minutes.
Just to see what would happen?
Is this a fucking joke?
Apparently he has a fire-resistant coat. That kind of feels like cheating. I'm gonna be honest. Oh. Put a flashbang in his dick hole.
Gotta keep going.
People have done 1 hour of rocket launchers. So he pretty much is just, like, he's actually just invincible. There's no, like, you can't stop him no matter what, is what this comes down to. Joint plug. Fuck. Need to make space for the plug thing. I guess let's store, I don't know, man. Store that, and store that. Oh, here you go. Grab that. The fuck? Is that? Yo, it's Beefy Boy Mr. X. Holy shit balls, dude. Apparently someone's been drinking their whey protein.
Come on.
Nope, 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 nope. Starting to wish I'd brought more meds along. Ooh. I feel like this is just a survive. Oh. Is this really just like survive 6 minutes? Oh. Man, you really have no depth perception, do you? This is for my hat! You hurting my friend William! Oh, ooh, what do you got in your chest there, buddy? Whoopsies! Looks like the fire. Wait, no, is this just some plot shit? Rocket fucking launcher time. Rocket fucking launcher. It's a launcher. Ada survived. Rocket fucking launcher. Ow! No, stop that. Not cool, man. Anti-tank rocket is here to fuck him up. Turn around. Now you have no chest.
You have arrived at the bottom level.
Yeah, and I'm gonna rape your butt. It's your
5
lesson.
minutes.
Nothing there. Let's do this. That. Quit. Shortcut 2. No, I don't want your essential oils. If you hadn't shot him when he roared, he would have got you with an instant kill. Well,
Gotta get out of here.
that's not how things worked out, buddy.
Can't believe I actually miss her.
Leon?
We made it.
Just like I said we would.
Who's this?
This is our new daughter. We're gonna adopt her and take care of her.
Jesus.
What was that?
I don't know. I'll go. Take care of Sherry.
Head to the last car. Dude, I don't have, like, what the fuck, man? I have, like, nothing. Like, what do I have here? I have big gunpowder. Give me the first aid and the mixed herb and, I guess, fuck it, yeah, sure, give me all the knives. I don't think they matter at all. Store that. And, this doesn't help me at all. Regular gunpowder I could make. Yeah, sure, alright, that's good, I guess. Man, I'm starting to wish I'd saved some ammo. I mean, yeah, I have the missiles, I know, but... Oh, good, 4 combat knives. What happens if I go large gunpowder? Oh, just a bunch of regular bullets. Well, actually, you know what? Fuck it then. Oh, no, wait, I have those already. I don't think. Was there a fuck it. Let's just go. I got 3 rockets. What's on my train? Whoa! Ugly.
You got a problem with death? You want more bullets? Be my guest.
No, I'm sorry.
Want some more?
Sir, you do not have a train pass. Please exit the vehicle. Are you serious? I'm out of fucking... No. Shoot him like a G. Guys, it's getting close. Okay, about to say, I was like, I'm running out of ammo, and this thing is getting dangerously close.
We've got to lose that car!
Meow meow. It's like, give me. I want to absorb you into my eye.
Come on!
Leon, give me your hand!
And they all lived happily ever after.
So, are you guys like boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we're just. Well, we actually just met last night.
Yeah. That would have been one hell of a first date, though.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Look, he might be able to give us a ride.
Or he's here to kill all of you.
What if it's not just the city?
Get Sherry out of here.
Come on.
Chucky Cat likes to get all the pets. Chucky Cat. He said, "Fuck you guys."
Hey, that was Live Another Day by the great.
He was friendly.
So, is it over?
I don't know. But if it's not, we'll stop it. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you damn right we will.
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine. Come on.
Hey, you guys can adopt me.
Dude,
We can get a puppy.
I mentioned that jokingly earlier.
I always wanted pets, but my mom said they're too messy.
Next up on this boring Wednesday is a song to get your blood pumping.
Wow. Did I do a review after the Claire playthrough? I don't think I did. Well, let's do a review of this. This is the end for me. So first off, I will say I enjoyed this a lot. I went into this with, I wasn't sure what kind of expectations to have. I really enjoyed Resident Evil 7, so coming into this I was kind of unsure since it was going back to the older formula. But I will say I was very much surprised. I had a lot of fun with this. And I think especially because like I know bits and pieces of the Resident Evil story, but as I mentioned, I never really got through most of them. The only older Resident Evil game I really remember is the one where they're like in the desert and it's Las Plagas. I think I played a good chunk of that. And then Resident Evil 7, I remember that and played that through to completion. But I didn't play a lot of the older games, so this was really fun for me to like get in on the story. All in all, a lot of really nice like quality of life things, being able to move while aim, you know, being able to like having the little check mark on an item where you were done with it so you could throw it out. Like that's shit like that is good. I like the way that the map would go from red to blue once you finish looting a zone. It helped to satisfy my like OCD on looting everything. That was really nice. Some parts with the story, I think they could have taken a slightly different approach. Like one thing, for example, is like take the little girl. Her dad turned into a monster and she watched her mom die. And at the end, this little girl is talking about, y'all can adopt me and we can get a puppy. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this kid just like that ADHD that she doesn't even realize that her parents are dead and that she's now, you know, hanging out with two strangers? PTSD? I don't think that's how she would be coping. I'd imagine she would just be sitting there crying nonstop, holding her legs in a corner. But anyway, and since I didn't know the original story, I didn't mind the story, but I think it would have been cool for them to take some, you know, creative freedom in it. Like, I didn't really like the little girl. The whole thing with like the police chief where he kidnapped the little girl, and then like his house with like the dead bodies on the table and all the shit. Like, I didn't really understand that. I mean, maybe I could have learned it more if I like read into the lore that was going on, like read through all the documents and shit, or different playthroughs, but it just seemed kind of very out there, I guess. Like, why is this weird pervert doing all these things? It never made sense to me. Was he you know, was the guy, was it some kind of underhanded deal with Umbrella? Was he some weird murder pedophile? I don't know. It wasn't clear to me. All I know is that he wanted to kidnap the girl because he knew her relationship with Perkins. From a horror perspective, this game definitely, I'll say this. The first playthrough, I think, was significantly better than the second. I think my initial playthrough, going through the game as Claire, was most enjoyable compared to going through as Leon. I do like that they mixed it up and you had Mr. X constantly coming after you as Leon. That was a nice change of pace, because with Claire, you know, once you were pretty much out of the police station, you were like, thank God I don't got to deal with that guy. And so seeing him come after your ass when you're down in the parking garage, and then come after you when you're outside, and then come after you when you're down in the lab, you're like, how the fuck do I get rid of this guy? Like, that was really cool, actually. As much as it irritated me, it was really cool, and it definitely led to this whole, like, you know, ever persisting force that's after you. So I definitely did enjoy that, as much as it made me want to rip my hair out. The game definitely, I think, had a good way of establishing horror. What I mean by that is, you know, it starts off with just like zombies that alert you and stuff, and then it ramps up. Like the first time I realized there was a licker, I was like, yo, like I can see it off in the distance. Fuck this. Like, I froze. And then you ramp up to Mr. X, and then you ramp up to Tyrant. And so it's like, I mean, I know that's, you know, basic progression, but I think the game did a really good job at pacing that progression in terms of like not overwhelming you initially with creepy shit, like the weird shit that's in the sewers, you know, the liquor that jumped out of the glass and scared the bejesus out of me, Mr. X breaking through stuff. They did a really good job of mixing, I guess, atmosphere along with like a little bit of jump scares. Like there was some jump scares here and there, but the game wasn't pure jump scares. And I think part of it is just the atmosphere the game sets. Like early on, you know, you think you're safe, you clear out all. Like I think a good clip would be the one where I was Claire and I was running from Mr. X, and I ran into a hallway, and there were two lickers that had spawned in, and I about lost my shit because I just didn't expect those lickers to be there. So when I saw them, I was like, oh my fucking god, no! So, like, very high amounts of anxiety, basically instantaneously. Music, I mean, the music was like spooky here and there. It didn't really stand out to me as anything phenomenal. One thing that got slightly irritating, I think, was the dialogue, especially as you got kind of towards the end of the game. Like, you notice the same lines just recycled. I mean, to an extent, it was funny because I'd be like, fuck that, and Leon would be like, fuck that. But Leon had like the same 5 or 6 different clips, and after a while, you were kind of like, come on, Leon, like let's. I don't know, I feel like they could have recorded more. You know, they could have added double the amount of just random audio bites, and I think it would have enhanced the experience instead of hearing like the same 5 or 6 clips every time. Like, what is that? You won't die already! Damn it! They could have added more. the way this is ending, I feel like there's a post credit that's about to happen. Nope, there's not. Standard 52 save C. I will take it. Great. Damn, it's crazy to think that I only spent, I mean, between the 2 playthroughs, I've probably only spent like 15 hours on this game. Which is one thing I think is also worth mentioning. The game, Resident Evil by default, this isn't, you know, it's not an RPG you're going to sink, you know, 60 plus hours into. But I feel like I got more out of my 15-hour experience with this than I did with my, you know, 15-20-hour experience with, say, Metro Exodus, for example. Like, it was intense. And I will say, I like that, you know, I think even as an initial player, that seems kind of steep just for the one playthrough. There is a lot of content, you know. Technically, my understanding is you're supposed to go like Leon, Claire, Claire, Leon. Then you have bonus mode stuff, you have DLC, you have a bunch of stuff in the game. So there's a lot of content, but it's kind of under the surface, I guess, is my point. So, but I definitely did enjoy it a lot. All in all, if I had to slap a score on this bitch, I would put it at probably a 9 out of 10. Probably a 9 out of 10. This was a really enjoyable series. I think we had a lot of fun on stream with it. I don't think I would ever try and do like hardcore or no save modes or anything like that. But this was definitely a lot of fun. And you know, little minor improvements here or there, and I think this could have been even better, but by no means was this a bad game. This is definitely, I would say, out of what we have experienced so far in 2019, this is probably towards the top of the list in terms of games. This is really good. So, on that note, we are going to switch up games, I suppose.